Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We have an interesting article, again coming from the Russians, and it's about the Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2 pipelines investigation. And we have Denmark, if you remember, and Sweden. They started their own investigations on whoever sabotaged the pipelines. The Germans started their own investigation as well, but with not much access to the evidence, all evidence, I'm guessing. The same the Russians pointed the finger immediately to this and that, to the Great Britain and Royal Navy and so on. The Swedes are tight-lipped. The Germans said that they concluded, as of now, they have no evidence to support any allegations against Russia. It was the owner of the Nord Stream pipelines, a Swiss guy, I can't remember his name, Weber, something like this. He said that he doesn't think Russia is the perpetrator. When he was asked if he thinks that Great Britain is, he was avoiding the question. So anyway, we don't know who did it, and it's been 4 months and a half, and we still don't know. Now, I have an article here coming from the Russians, and they tell us about Denmark. So this article, as I said, came today on February 5, 2023. Denmark does not provide information on Nord Stream attack probe, Russian envoy says. All right, well, it says here that Denmark does not provide any information on the progress and results of the investigation into explosions of the Nord Stream gas pipelines, which raises questions, Russian ambassador to Denmark Vladimir Barbin told Sputnik, and I'm quoting, "The Danish side currently does not provide any information on the progress and results of the investigation into the sabotage of gas pipelines. There is no cooperation with the Russian side. In this regard, the secrecy of the investigation raises many legitimate questions," end quote, Barbin said. The ambassador added that it was widely recognized that explosions at the gas pipeline had been carefully prepared. And I'm quoting here, again, the Russian ambassador, "However, the preparation of such attacks requires time and direct presence in the area of sabotage, which was carried out in the exclusive economic zones of Denmark and Sweden. The Russian side, unlike the others, did not have permission for any underwater work or research in this area before the gas pipelines were blown up," end quote, Barbin noted. Okay, well, let's see. The blast occurred on September 26, my friends, at 3 of the 4 strings of Nord Stream 1 and 2 underwater pipelines built to carry a combined 110 billion cubic meters of Russian gas to Europe annually. Germany, Denmark, and Sweden launched separate investigations into the suspected sabotage, with German media reporting trust issues among the 3 EU nations. And I will tell you where those trust issues come from. The Russian Chief Prosecutor's Office said it had opened an inquiry into possible international terrorism. All right. Well, some of us remember that a while ago there was a scandal with Denmark, and the scandal was related to Denmark allowing NSA, from United States of America, right, National Security Agency, right, to have access to some, how should I put it, some connections in Europe and listen to some conversations and tap certain kind of individuals. Now, if you don't remember that one, it's okay. I got the article, and I have to say that I'm very happy that we are not yet where George Orwell wrote in 1984 in his dystopian novel. And this is, oops, it did something on me. Oh, they didn't like me anymore. Boom, there it is. So here is what he said, if you remember. Let me just come back to this. Ba-bam. He said this: "Those who control the present control the past, and those who control the past control the future." So that's what he wrote. So these guys who control now the present. I'm glad I did not burn the articles about the past so they can influence our decisions in the future regarding that. Why? Because look here. How Denmark became the NSA's listening post in Europe. This comes from France 2024. I picked it specifically from a non-active participant in the whole BS, which would have been Russians or Ukrainians or anybody else. I picked even BBC was involved in this, but BBC does not have much credibility, for me at least. So let's see what happened with Denmark, if you're not aware with the matter. So this article was issued on January 6th, 2022, but they're talking about something that happened, I think, 2014. All right, so Sunday's revelations that Danish spies helped the US National Security Agency, NSA, monitor European leaders highlighted the pivotal role that the Scandinavian country has played for US intelligence services, a collaboration that has intensified over the years. I'm not done. Denmark served as an outpost for NSA agents spying on German Chancellor Angela Merkel and other politicians across the Rhine, as well as French, Norwegian, and Swedish personalities between 2012 and 2014, if not longer. The revelation, made public on May 30th, was the result of an investigation by Danish public television, DR, with the cooperation of several European media outlets, including France Le Monde Daily. All right, so we have here more information. So if you want, just look for this article. I am going to leave it here. France 24, how Denmark became the NSA listening post in Europe. All right, so when the Russians are barking, right, that Denmark does not provide information on Nord Stream attack probe, Russian envoy says, don't expect anything to happen there for the mentioned reasons. So I think that Denmark, I've been saying this since it happened, when I heard that incident with the Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2 pipelines occurred in the Danish economic zone, in Denmark's, I was like, okay, for me is very, very kind of clear. I don't want to say very clear because I'm not that clear, but I was like, you tell me if it was the Russians, tell me if it was the Germans. And on the other side, you have Sweden. Sweden now wants to be a member state, so it's going to need some support. It's going to be some defense against their evil Russians. And they're all tight-lipped. Do you think just because they didn't find who did it? I think they did find out who did it. I think they knew it even before it happened. I'm just, I don't know, suspecting with my gut feeling that probably they were also notified before. I'm almost 100% certain, I'm 99% in my gut feelings that Denmark did not do it, or Sweden. That's a gut feeling that I have. But it's not impossible. I left 1%. So those Denmark cooperated with NSA, and they are going to investigate their boss. Denmark is the lapdog of United States of America. All right? And maybe not only. We know only of that. How many other things happened? We're going to find never. So yeah, don't hold your breath on Denmark coming and telling us that it was that or no. They're going to keep it like this, and we're going to forget it, because I'm still surprised we can find these articles over there, but probably they just figured out that nowadays people are busy with their, I don't know, games. I'm talking about games with, or video games, with football games, with the beer, with, I don't know, those brainless TV shows that are over there just to keep us busy somehow. But anyway, that's all for this video. So thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth. It's still there, okay? And be just.